Shit. I know, I gotta get a phone holder. Question and answer. This is question and answer for February 22nd, 2019. Turn this TV down a little bit. Get that well on TV. Alright, so yeah, a lot of good questions. Anyway, woke up this morning and yeah, I'm not going to go in details, but I might be back on the market. So, and I just want to say that I don't blame Gene-House for anything. This was a situation that I'm not going to go in details, but I don't know. I'm not going to say too much, but let me just say that we did nothing but fight over the stupidest things, and she always went behind my back and to my friends and was always asking about me, and it was a long story. Let me just say that. I really can't get into details. It was just a long story, but I don't blame anybody in Pacific for what happened. So anyway, let's get on to it. What are your thoughts on Andy being behind the Anonymous Soldier account? That's my brother. Andy, you can deny you're an Anonymous Soldier, but I got the evidence. You're an Anonymous Soldier. That's hands down, that's the way it is. I don't know. I mean, I got stock accounts too to try to, you know, spy on certain people that stalk me and shit. Found out some interesting things. People don't know it's me. People that talk behind my back. So maybe that's what my brother's doing. I don't know. But if you're going to do a stock account, here's a word of advice. Don't let anybody find out. That's where he slipped up, and that's where he messed up. Next question comes from, that question was from Jake. Next question from Not Sippin' Salsa. Ask, thoughts on So Will James being evicted from his Section 8 apartment for the mold that's growing from his hoarding problems? He must be a Bernie Sanders supporter, because he's going to give the country away for free. And I'm sure if Bernie Sanders becomes president in 2020, if he does, he will find So Slob 187 a new apartment. My camera's skipping out? I don't know, it's acting weird. Next question, Not Sippin' Salsa. He asked again, thoughts on So Will James being on SSRIs? Most school shooters are on those kind of mind-altering drugs. Maybe that's why he killed his bird. Well, I don't know if he killed his bird or not. I haven't watched his videos in a while. I don't know if his bird's dead. But I will say a lot of these mass shooters are on these cycle drugs. You know, a lot of these anti-gun people, that they fail to mention the fact that a lot of these shooters are on these drugs that make them go crazy. I don't think he's going to shoot up a school or anything, but he's 40-something years old. But I'm just saying, I don't think he fits the profile, but I'm just saying that those drugs will make you go crazy. I can only wonder what he's got going on in his brain. Next question comes from Brefix. Will you do a live stream with Gene-House playing Fortnite with her? I'm not really into Fortnite. I played it a couple of times. Not a big thing for me. But, you know, I don't really do live streams too often. But sure, I'll do a live stream with her. Now that I'm probably back on the market, you know, I don't see a problem. I can do what I want. My camera's skipping out. What the hell? It's acting weird. I don't know. So I'll say again, I think my camera skipped out. I don't play Fortnite very often. I have a couple of times. I'm not addicted to it like some of these nerds. But sure, I don't see why not. Now that I'm back on the market, nobody can bitch. Sarah Valentine, she asked, thoughts on our Pressador punking that loser Oregon Thumb? Every stream Pressador does. Oregon Thumb. Hey, he doesn't like when I call himself Oregon Thumb. Pressador is a beast, that's all I'm going to say. Oregon Thumb. Oregon Thumb, Oregon Thumb, Oregon Thumb. He doesn't like that. Aaron Swan, Oregon thumb. Thumb? Thumb? No. Oregon thumb. Thumb. Oregon thumb. I'm going to call you what I want. You got that, Oregon thumb? Beastmaster TTF, he asked, what do you think about people who are addicted to Batman and Joker type of crap, watching cartoons in the mid-40s and wanking it to Harley Quinn? Nerds. Hey, here's an idea. Aaron Swan and James Mullen, So Real 187 and Oregon Thumb, Beavis and Butthead, they should meet up and do a vlog together. I might be meeting up today, no promise, but I might be meeting up today with Black Bigot and doing a vlog today with Black Bigot. I just got a hold of him, so. Oh, my phone. Oh, yeah, my phone's right here. Okay. I'm just saying, I might be meeting up with Black Bigot today and doing a vlog together. That'd be fucking biblical. Smokey Dog's ex-wife asked, Smokey Dog's 7 ex-wife, he asked thoughts on Anonymous Soldier. And do you think it's Oregon Thumb running that account? Well, I will say, Andy, I do apologize. If it's not you, then it's Oregon Thumb. Next question comes from Raging Rob, World Federation of Beast. He asked, who is better at gaming, Genouse or So Slob? I don't see Genouse. Here's the thing. Genouse needs to make YouTube videos doing gaming videos. I know she does gaming, but she doesn't make YouTube videos anymore. Why? I mean, I don't know. I don't know if she got scared. I don't know if somebody's suing her. I don't know. But let me heave this to all my stalkers or whatever. Nobody is going to scare me from the internet. And I mean nobody. My brother wants to take a break? Fine. I'm not taking breaks. I don't take breaks ever. I don't go anywhere. If I'm off YouTube, it's because I'm either dead, court ordered to be off, or I'm in a coma, or in prison. Heed this warning. I'm not going anywhere. I don't take breaks, ever. So, Genouse, I think she needs to make YouTube videos. That would be biblical. She used to. I don't know why she stopped. But there's no hands down. She could beat So Slob in gaming. I don't know. So Slob is on that thing every day. Joker's Wild asked, how much do you weigh currently, and do you think you could do 3 push-ups, or would you fail like Wings of Redemption? Last time I weighed about 168. I gained a little bit of weight. I was down to 163. I went and did a little bit of weight. Do you think I could do 3 push-ups? I don't know. Let's see if I could do 3 push-ups without breathing hard. Huh? Can I do 3 push-ups? I don't know. You tell me. You tell me if I could do 3 push-ups, huh? Can I do 3 push-ups? 1. And I'm not breathing hard. All right. And I gotta position my damn camera back. So Slob couldn't do 5. He would be... Joker Wiles also asked, thoughts on Wings of Redemption failing to do 3 push-ups for $3,000. I didn't see that video. But if I do 3 push-ups for $3,000, I just made 25 grand. Jake asked, and the next question comes from Jake. How do you feel about the Jews? Particularly the Jews that hate Christianity and the Bible. It says in the Bible, it's very clear. Before you go to heaven or wherever you're going to go, you must stand before God. Right after you die, you stand before God immediately. And you have to answer for all your sins. The Jews believe that Jesus was just a nut. They don't believe that Jesus was the Son of God. And they're going to answer for that. Next question comes from Brefix. If you and Gene-House ever had children, do you think that the child would ever become president like Donald Trump? Let me just say this. I don't plan on having any kids of my own, but if I do, they're going to be conservatives. If I get really rich, I'm going to have 10 kids. Because what's going on with the Muslims, and now I'm not saying all immigrants are doing this, but some of them, they're breeding like rats. A lot of these Democrats, and they want the Democrats to pay for them. That's why they support Bernie. They come over here with their 17 kids. Those 17 kids, one kid has 17, the other kid, you see what's happening? That kid has 17. We got 17 kids. One of them has 5, the other one has 10, this one has... You see what happens? And then they're going to outnumber us. So I want the white people to have sex as much as possible and have as many kids as possible. If you're a rich white conservative, keep fucking and keep having kids. Because we need to save the white race, and we need to... Not to be racist, but we need to save conservatism. Because liberalism is destroying this country. And yes, we do need to save the white race. And I don't think that's racist. Because we're going to be gone one day if we don't. If me and Gene-House had kids, I don't know about that. Well, I don't know. Like I said, I got no plans anytime soon. I'm just doing my own thing. Next question comes from Batman. Is it true you have a micro penis? I'm not going to do that. No. Why are liberals so interested in the size of my cock? Okay. Next question comes from Hayden H. Could you beat So Real in a fist fight? Also, you hear about So Real's roach-infested apartment and that time he shit himself on stream. What? I didn't know he shit himself on stream. Was he in diapers? I could beat him in a fist fight. That slob couldn't beat Gene-House in Fortnite. Smokey Dog's ex-wife asked, what happened to your ban from Canada? What happened in your ban from Canada? You said it was because you are a drug dealer, but when the Canadian Border Patrol tore your car apart looking for the drugs, they couldn't find it and you got off. Andy said it was for real reasons. What is the real reason you're banned from Canada? Blah, blah, blah. Is Andy lying? It wasn't in my car. It was in my commercial motor vehicle. I never said I was a drug dealer. Stop putting words into my mouth. Never said that. I was caught with a weapon. And they made a big deal out of it. They tried to charge me for weapon trafficking and all this other shit. Anyway, the charges got dropped. I spent 10.5 hours in a jail cell. I got banned from Canada. That's the truth. 2008. Only time I got arrested. Next question comes from Dodge Challenger. Who would win any street fight? So Real James or Gene-House? Gene-House, hands down. I've seen her boxing videos. Next question comes from Buddy Lee 4. What's your least favorite Amni? I don't watch Amni. It's all about the faggot shit. Next question comes from Jake. What are your thoughts on VB3? I just have... What are my thoughts on VB3? You know, I'm a Christian man. I don't wish death on anybody. I don't. I'm not that kind of a guy. But I'm glorified and delightful that one of my stalkers is dying of Lou Gehrig's. As far as VB3, hey, you reap what you sow. That's all I'm going to say. And that same thing goes for my stalker. Duckhead2 asked. No, okay, that was 2 days ago. Okay, Duckhead, he asked, why do you never do food reviews and eat the food on camera? When you say you do a food review, you don't even give the food a rating. A rating? I don't what a rating scale? What is this? What is this? Yelp reviews? Come on. I'm not going to eat like a slob on camera. That's Al Pressador's job. Next question comes from He Proud Black Man. He asked, why does Oregon Thumb inject steroids into his ass to feel like a man? Can anything get more pathetic than that? Into his ass? Yeah, that is pretty fucking pathetic. I lift weights and shit. I didn't get that way injecting steroids. Next question comes from Buddy Lee 4. What's your favorite anime? I don't watch that faggot shit, I told you. Next question comes from Duncan. Have you ever been in York, Illinois? Yes. Many times, picking up loads. Oh, that's where they had the shooting. Ketchum 63. He asked, I believe you once said in a video your father was from the South. Did any of your Southern ancestors fight in the Civil War for the Confederacy that you know of? Yes, that is absolutely true. Some of my ancestors did fight in the Confederacy years and years ago. My dad is from Missouri. Missouri's like a half-split Confederate state. Half Confederate, half whatever. As a matter of fact, I think I got relatives and ancestors that fought in every freaking war in this country that's ever fought in. I got connections to Missouri, Arkansas, and some other states in the South. So yeah, the Confederate flag means something to me. It's not about slavery. It's about heritage, not hate. These libtards are stupid. Next question comes from Chuck the Evil Sandwich Making Guy. He asks, what's your favorite type of sandwich? Subway. Subway Club. Subway Club. Footlong. Wheat bread. Swiss cheese. Lettuce, onion, black olives. Black pepper. Vinegar and oil. Next question comes from Fred O'Hill. What do you think? Why do you think Laura Laufenberg has a lazy eye? I don't know. You have to ask her on that. I don't know. Maybe it's a mental disorder. I don't know. Next question comes from TTF Beastmaster. Your thoughts on Pete Carroll's gum selling pills illegally? Should she be prosecuted in jail for the federal offense? I don't know if she's selling pills illegally. That's a serious accusation there. So I'm not going to get into it with that. But if she is, that's her. And plus, Pete Carroll's gum ended up blocking me on Twitter because I told her off because she wanted to get in between my relationship problems. I don't need a fucking therapist. I need you to shut the fuck up and leave me alone. Next question comes from Buddy Lee 4. Buddy Lee 4. Are you a Lloyd Khan? I don't know what that is. Next question comes from Buddy Lee 4. Thoughts on Mexicans? I've worked with Mexicans. Very great, family-oriented people. I got nothing but love for Mexicans. However, I cannot stand illegal immigrants. There's a lot of Mexicans, especially here in the Valley in Phoenix. They've told me that they're sick of illegals. They're illegals giving them a bad name. And you'd be surprised how many Mexican Trump supporters you have here in Arizona. You know why? Because they're sick of the trash from California and they're sick of illegals giving them a bad name. There's a lot of Mexican Trump supporters right here in Arizona. Arizona stays red. Next question comes from Dusty Female Cat. Why do you hate on me and tell people not to bury my James Grinder novel on Amazon? Not to buy my James Grinder novel on Amazon. Where are we at on minutes? 18 minutes? First off, Dusty Female Cat, I don't hate you. I don't like some of the things you do. I don't really hate it. It takes a lot for me to actually hate somebody. I don't even hate my stalker. Because it says in the Bible, love your enemy. I didn't know you had a James Grinder novel on Amazon, but I'll look it up and maybe I'll buy it. Now that you mentioned it. Next question comes from Baker Baker GX Mayfield. He asked, thoughts on Jews? Thoughts on Jews. Thoughts on Jews? You would have to ask Ilhan Omar about that one, Congresswoman. Ask her what her thoughts on Jews is. And we elected her to Congress. Ilhan Omar. Representative from Congressional District in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Next question comes from Impeach Trump. He asked, he says, Donald Trump is finished. He killed the Republican Party as a whole and did a favor for all the Democrats in America. Trump 2020. Next question comes from Melanie Kinnison. She asked, we are engaged. Why Gene Else involved in your life? Now, Who is G Niles? To you, my fiance, Mr. Rob Kinnison. My answer, why did you block me on Twitter? Next question comes from Sony Boy. Would you have a beer with So Real? Yes. I'm just afraid that he'll have a heart attack and then I gotta call 911. Next question comes from Fade's Smoky Welfare recipient. He asked, thoughts on Donald Trump's chances winning Michigan in 2020 now that Gretchen Whitmer is allowing more illegal aliens to vote in 2020? We're probably going to lose that state. Gretchen Whitmer, governor of Michigan, is not allowing the sale of the former Iona prison, which they want to use to store illegal immigrants. I don't want to hear you crying, separation from families, bullshit. They broke the law, they go to prison. Yeah, she's another Hillary Clinton. That's what she is. Allowing illegal immigrants to vote. Yep, she's another Hillary Clinton. Next question comes from Niggers Look Like They're Made of Chocolate. He asked, what if you saw a VB3 in real life? Would you shoot them? No, I would not. I'm not going to get into terroristic threats here. Come on now. I'm not going to, no. I believe in the self-defense. And I do believe in stand your ground. State of North Dakota just struck down stand your ground. Because the moms demand action and a problem like that. Moms demand action. 65 fucking bitches that are going to decide the rest of the fate of the whole entire state of North Dakota? Bitch, please. Next question comes from Face Smokey is Pathetic. He asked, what are your thoughts on pit bulls? I think they should be banned because they are very dangerous and low IQ, violent dogs. That's just like banning guns and Ford Mustangs. You idiot. Don't punish the breed. Punish the deed. Where are we at on time here? 22 minutes. All right. Next question comes from Buddy Lee 4. Thoughts on Asians? I was engaged to one. I don't know now. But Asians are very, how do I say this? They're very family-oriented, very good people, very, I will say, I've been to Asia twice. And I gotta say, they are like the nicest, best people I've ever met in the world. Next question comes from Sony Boy. Are you in your sleeper berth? Not at the moment. Now I'm at my motel at a location unknown in the Valley of the Sun, Phoenix, Arizona. Next question comes from Sony Boy. Who would you rather have a beer with? El Presador or So Real? El Presador. And I'm going to meet Black Bigot in a little bit. Maybe. I'm trying to get a hold of him. I think we're going to meet up and we might, you know, I don't know, whatever. Shoot the shit, or whatever. Next question comes from Chuck the Evil Sandwich Making Guy. What ethnicity was the girl you lost your virginity to? White, how do I say this? White cracker Caucasian. I was 16, she was 18. Only white girl I've ever slept with. And I've had more pussy than an animal clinic. Next question comes from TTF Beastmaster. What do you think about Pete Carroll's gum lazy eye? Do you think it's a bot socks side effect? Just like I said with Laura Loffingberg. A lazy eye is a sign of mental retardation. Next question comes from Fred O'Hill. G-Nouse thinks you're a handsome man, so if things don't work out with you and Milani, would you date G-Nouse? She's young, smart, and good looking. I will give her that. She's got lots of money, she's smart, she's good looking, she's conservative, she's not white. I don't really like white girls. She's like, I don't know what she is, Persian or whatever. I gotta be honest, she fits a lot of qualities of somebody I'm looking for. But, however, right now, I'm not interested. I just got over what I got over, a bad relationship. A very stressful relationship, and I'm out of it, and couldn't be more delightful. But I just, I want to take some time to myself. Next question comes from SoSlob187. Why are you better at life than me? Now that's so real. Because I'm better at life than you. That's why. Next question comes from Fed Smoker Hidden Sight. Why is Laura Laufenberg disobeying her parents, not listening to their advice, and quit her association with the creepy old man Aaron Swan? Because she's one of these teenagers you see on that one TV show, Beyond Scared Straight. That's her future. Next question comes from who's the one you've been chosen, me or Gene Alves, and the lady flirting at you, Melanie Kinnison. Why did you block me on Twitter? Next question comes from Colonius Evazon. God, where are we at? 25 minutes? I can't see this thing. Yeah, I'm gonna have to hurry it up. Anyway, he asked, if you were in a press store, last two humans remain on Earth, and God came upon you two and said, I have to turn both one of you into Eve. Would you rather? What would your argument? If you were the last two, if you and our press store were the last two humans on Earth, and one of us had to turn to Eve to keep the population going, what would your argument to God be to make you Adam? That's my argument right here. Next question comes from Batman. How tall are you? How much do you weigh? 5'7", 169. I'm a little overweight. Next question comes from TTF Beastmaster. Your thoughts on people injecting steroids, human growth hormone, and testosterone to the bodies, not understanding what it can do to them mentally, schizophrenia, and physically erectile dysfunction. I don't take drugs, period. Except caffeine. To keep my energy going. Next question comes from TTF Beastmaster. Why is Aaron Michael Swan, obsessed with Electric Messiah and salsa? Because he's a 42-year-old social degenerate nerd. Next question comes from Rosie Alik. Will you and Melanie ever move in together? No. Next question comes from Rosie Alik. When did you first create a YouTube channel? 2009. Almost 10 years now. And I created a couple of videos because I was mad at a trucker. It blew up. It went viral, and I decided to create YouTube. So if it wasn't for me getting mad at that trucker in Kannapolis, North Carolina in 2009, I probably would have never been on YouTube. I just decided to do it. I just decided to make a video. I got mad at some trucker blocking the fuel aisle, Kannapolis, North Carolina, the Pilot Travel Center down there in April of 2009. I decided to make a video. It went viral. So I decided to do YouTube. If it wasn't for that, there might not be a Raging Rob. Next question comes from Batman. Why are you so fugly? Because the most fuggliest beasts on YouTube are the most biblical beasts on YouTube. Next question comes from Batman. Is it true that you called an underage girl a slut? No comment. Because you don't know who's behind these accounts. Unless you're counting Kamala Harris, she is an underage slut. Next question comes from Anthony Michael. Last time you seen a tranny? As a matter of fact, there's one outside my motel window. I'm gonna have to call security. They got a couple kids outside. One of them standing up here on the balcony spitting down on people, like right now. I'm gonna call security in a minute. Stupid asshole. Justin Bieber type shit. Next question comes from Lord of the Predator. Why are white women so ugly compared to sexy beasts like Gene Alves? I don't know, but I don't date white women anymore. That's probably why I don't date them. They're just drama, drama, drama. Next question comes from Impeach Trump. Impeach Trump. Give your main reason you support the white supremacist Donald Trump. Heel Master Donald Trump. Next question comes from White Woman Against Trump. She asked, why are you and Gene Alves white supremacist Trump supporters? Don't you know he's a Russian agent about to be impeached? Even FBI Director Andrew McCabe said Trump was a Russian agent. Well, guess what? I got to give credit to the Russians. Okay? If he's a Russian agent, then so be it. I highly doubt that. Next question comes from Sarah Valentine. Remember when El Prestador blocked Oregon Thumb on Twitter and Oregon Thumb dedicated his life to flagging El Prestador because Oregon Thumb has no life and is a 43-year-old loser? Yeah, sort of like this loser or stalker I had the last 5 fucking years who dedicated his life to get me kicked off social media. And he's unsuccessful at it. And guess what? Now he's dying at Lou Gehrig's. Next question comes from Athletic Dash Hole. Who will get Raging Rob's millions when you die? When I die? Hey, I'm making out a will. When I die, my assets go to the NRA. Next question comes from Duncan. Thoughts on El Cazador hooking up with a tranny? Have to ask a tranny fucker. Now I got some questions from Fred O'Hill or somebody, some Somalian whatever on Twitter. Where am I at? 30 minutes. I'm gonna ask a few questions. Get these questions here. Let me see here. I got it on a file somewhere. Let me find it. Where are they at? Here, they're around here somewhere. I just got all the files off my phone. There they are. All right. Now this came from Somalinia on Twitter. We'll be out here 34 fucking minutes, 31 minutes. Questions. He says, do you think So Will James will get evicted from the Lewisburg apartment summits for having the roach infestation? Yep. And now he's gonna cry to Bernie in 2020 because Bernie wants to give the country away for free. Now that Andy said that were no landmines and cameras around the resistance hideout, do you think the Williams brothers will loot it? Nope. I got, how do I say this? I got plans for them. Next question. Mango is still having trouble losing weight. So do you have any advice on how he could lose his double chin? Yep. Do push-ups like I do. And stop eating fucking soda. Next question. Would you ever consider meeting up with Ekaj? Ekaj is a conservative, and he voted for Trump. Maybe. Next question. Have you purchased your new home in the Philippines, and do you plan on living over there for the rest of your life? No. Next question. If Gina asked you to have breakfast with her, what would you say? And what kind of breakfast meal would you have? I'd say yes, and now I buy, I pay, she eats. Next question, last question. I seen you were tweeting at the Williams brothers, so is there any chance that you guys would make peace make peace, and were you nervous when they shot at you and blew out your tire? Nope, I don't fear anybody. Land of the Biblical Beast. This is Raging Rob. This is question and answer, February 22nd, 2019. Now, if you would allow me to go, I have shit that I have to attend to. Thank you.